Hey, everybody, it's Debbie Stroud. I just tried to do a live and there was a technology glitch. And so this is take two. This is Art Hack Day 5. Day 5 of Art Hacks, where I'm proving to you that art is easy peasy. Today, you're going to want to get a pencil and paper and a Q-tip or the tip of your finger and draw along with me, because I'm going to prove to you that drawing whimsical faces in under 5 minutes is easy peasy and fun. So grab your pencil and paper. I'm going to flip the screen around and we're going to get started. Here we go. You're seeing my makeshift studio in one of my extra bedrooms. And you know what? It is what it is, right? And so I'm going to show you real quick right here. These are some of the whimsical faces that I've done with this same system. So all you're going to need today is a piece of paper. You're going to need a pencil and a Q-tip. Let me turn back and I want to show you some of the faces that I've done. So you can see here, and you may not believe me right now. You're going to be able to say, Debbie, what? How in the world am I going to be able to draw this even if I've never drawn before, or it's been 20 or 30 years since I've drawn? Oh, ye of little faith. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to teach you to do the same exact system as I'm doing here. So here we go. Without further ado. I hope you can see that. Yeah, I think you can. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the pencil and we're going to start making an oval. Now, before we do this, I want to show you that I'm keeping my arm super stiff. I'm not drawing from my wrist. Don't do that. Keep your arm super swift. That's going to make your lines really loose and sweeping. So, let me put on my reading glasses here. I'm showing my age. Here we go. We're going to do a oval, right? Let me move this out of the way. Oval. Okay? I'm really loose. I'm sweeping. And it may take a little bit for you to get the shape that you really want. Now, see that? I've got several lines. That's okay. After we get this, and it doesn't matter if it's straight or if it's crooked, it does not matter. We'll go ahead and we'll just put a little deal right here for shoulders and a neck. Now, we want to come through here and we want to divide this in half, and I'm making this curve. Remember yesterday when I taught you about contour lines and how to make things look like they're a little bit more rounded? Well, a face is rounded, so we're going to divide this in half using a round line. We're also going to divide it in half this way. Okay? So it's divided in half twice. Now we're going to take this bottom half and divide it in half again. And take that and divide that in half again. All right? So remember that you can stop this after the live. You can go back and refer to it however much you want. So when we start with the eyes, we are going to draw 1, 2, 3 long ovals. 1, 2, 3. And this one needs to be a little longer. Okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, we're going to go down here and we're going to draw at the crosshair, we're going to draw a little circle, and then we're going to draw a long circle or a long oval right here for the mouth. Can you see how that's already kind of starting to take effect? Now we're going to draw a little harder. Up until now, you've not been drawing very hard. We've not been pressing very hard. But we're going to go through and we're going to start to kind of flesh out the eyes just a little bit. All right. Can you see how I'm drawing a little harder? And seriously, at this point, I'm really just sketching still. Okay? Got this coming down, and I'm going to round this out just a little bit. All right? Let's make this a little bigger. Okay? Now, I can go through, and I can erase this part. After we've drawn the eyes, just like this, we want to go through and draw these. This is a whimsical drawing. So we want to draw these big, beautiful, sweeping eyelids. Give her a couple of eyelids. All right. And kind of just, I think that this eye is needs to be a little bigger. I think I made the ovals not the right size. This stuff is very forgiving. Your eraser is your friend. When I teach my high school kids, they know a couple of things. Draw light till you get it right. And I think that they dream about Miss Meadow Stroud saying your eraser is your friend because they go around school joking about it. Okay, so we've got these eyelids, right? Now we're going to go through here and we're going to draw circles, right? We're going to draw a circle because your eye is circular and so is your pupil and your iris, okay? We're going up into the eyelid. Now we're going to go and kind of flesh out just a little circle for that pupil, okay? We're going to erase up above. And then we can go ahead and kind of give her a little sweeping eyebrow. We're just kind of sketching that in. And you know what? Make it however you want it. However the eyebrow is in different ways. If you can look right here, you can make the eyebrows go a lot of different ways and it'll give you a lot of different emotions. You see this girl's crying. This girl is kind of really confident. This one is, and she's like, what? And the eyebrows are a couple of different ways, right? So a lot of the way that you make these things dictate what your figure is going to look like, okay? So now we're going to come down to the nose. Nose is easy, easy peasy. Where this line is, we're going to draw two little parentheses. You see that? Then we're going to draw two really small little sad faces, right? It's just like the sad face. And then we're going to draw two more reverse parentheses. Then you're going to make a little, kind of a little thing right there. And I'll show you what that's for in just a second. All right. So now we can go ahead and erase this because we've got that in. Remember I told you that your eraser is your friend. Now go through here and draw this in. I teach a class, it's called Quest for the Rainbow Goddess. We do kind of like a vision quest, and it's a thing to awaken your inner feminine. And I teach this because one of the things that we do is we paint our inner goddess. These things are so amazingly simple to paint. First, you can draw with what's called a Stabilo. These things are called S-T-A-B-I-L-O, a Stabilo pencil. They're water soluble, and you draw with the pencils on the canvas, and then when you paint with the paint, it dissolves. The pencil kind of dissolves, and it looks just like you painted value. I'm telling you what, these things are amazing. Okay, so there's that. All right, so the next thing we want to do, we've got both of these fleshed out. Now we want to go through here and draw these little lips. Well, how are we going to draw these pouty lips? Well, you've already got part of it done. If you go down here to this crosshair, do you see where this is, where we drew this? We're going to draw just a little rounded. We're going to make this rounded. See, this was pointy. This one's rounded. Now we're going to go through and watch this. We're going to come down from the middle of the eyes and kind of give ourselves a mark. And again, remember, this is whimsical. All right. We're coming down through here. There's part of the lip. And this little thing that we just drew, we're going to join that together. And then we're going to come down. And if we give kind of like another little sad face right here, that's going to give us the right place for our lips. And so we go through here. This is just a little different lip than I did. Let's draw this and let's make her smile. Let's make her like she's really smiling. She's happy today because it's Friday. And you know what? If you don't like that, this is whimsical, so go back and redo it. I'm just going to go through here and just make this a little more prevalent. Just drawing these lines in just a little bit. Erasing the middle. Right? She's got some big lips going on. Now, the hair. Okay, so before we do the hair, one more thing. When you're drawing a child, you want to keep the oval kind of roundish. When you're drawing someone who is not a child, a teenager, or someone who is older, when you come through, you want to do a little dip right here. Okay? Coming through, we're going to make a little dip in the face. That's going to give just a little bit of age, and then you can take that jawline, bring it on down, and you can shape the face however you want to shape the face. Give her a little chin there, or however you want to do it, right? Go through and erase some of these marks that I've made. Your eraser is your best friend, remember? Okay? So now I've got this, and I'm just redrawing it a little bit back in. Okay? Now, hair. So I like to do hair a couple of different ways. Right now, we're just going to think about the shape of the hair. Look at all of this space up here. So many times when people draw a face, they get it wrong because they want to put the hair right on the top of the skull. Well, if you put your hand right now on where your hairline is, and then you put it on the top of your hair, there's going to be a space about that big. So when people draw that don't know, they don't leave enough space for the hair. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come up above right here, about halfway between the eyes and the top of the head. And we're going to draw a hairline, okay? Oh, let me draw in the ears first. I'm just going to give her little rounded ears right here. Again, the ear's going to be about where the middle of the eye is, and I'm going to come down. And since these are whimsical, they don't have to be completely anatomically correct. You know, you can make elf ears, you know, whatever you want to do at this point. Fairy ears, you know, whatever you want to do, because this is your artwork, right? Okay, so this hair is coming down here, and let's have it coming down here, and let's have it go up, and then we'll have it sweeping down across her eyebrow, behind her ear, and coming down this way. All right. Now we're going to come up here, and I'm going to give her some wicked, amazing hair. And you can make the shape however you want. You can see here that I'm still super, super loose. And I might change this in just a second, but right now I kind of like it. And she's going to come up and over. And, you know, it'd be easy to draw a bob or whatever. You see how I'm really super loose. People freak out and they think that it has to be completely finished from the first mark they make, and that's not true. Now I'm going through here and I'm erasing the head. Now look what happens. Oh, you see that? Amazing so far. Now is where the magic really happens. Let me go through here and just kind of give her a little bit more of an eyebrow and kind of shape it up just a little bit, right? It's going to go in through here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some shading. Her eye's a little wonky, but that's okay. Maybe she just has a little eye like that. That's all right. I'm going to go through and I'm going to start to shade. Now, you can follow me if you want to, or you can just, you know, shade intuitively however you want to shade this thing, right? I'm going to give her a little part right there. I'm going to shade the inner and the outer parts of the eyelid. Inner and outer parts of the eyelid. All right. I'm going to use a Q-tip. You see this? I've already used part of this. You can use your finger, but in this case, the Q-tip is a little bit more accurate. So just all we're doing is pushing this pencil around. This Q-tip has nothing on it. It's just pushing that pencil mark around, right? And go back and just kind of erase a little bit. Remember, your eraser is your best friend. And now we're blending this way. Remember yesterday I told you about contours. This eyelid is rounded, so we're going to blend like it's rounded, right? I'm going to go through here and just really quickly erase this inner part of the eye where I've made all these marks. Okay. Now I'm going to go through. I'm not going to color this in. I'm just going to take some of this graphite I have, and I'm going to put it into the colored part of the eye. Now I'm going to come through and I'm going to draw a little kind of a half circle inside this circle, and I'm just kind of going round and round and round and shading it in, and I'll show you why in just a second. And I'm going to do that here too. So I'm going to go through. Now look what that's already done. It's already given our girl an iris with a reflection. Go through here and just kind of draw that back in and make it a little darker, right? And you can go through here and draw this back in and make this a little darker too. Oh, I forgot one thing. Tear ducts. We can give her a little tear ducts right here, right? Again, this is a whimsical girl, so give her these little tear ducts and it's going to look a little more normal. This is a little too long. Can you see how amazing that is? Drawing that in right there. Redraw this eye in just a little bit. Go through here and clean it up. All right. Okay, so far. Now, watch this magic. So I'm going to kind of just come through here. This is going to be the back part of her hair. I'm going to change how I hold the pencil. I'm going to hold it like this. And I'm going to start using the side of the lead to shade here just a little bit. I'm going to turn it over turn it in my hand like this, right? And I'm still going to do this up here. I'm going to shade this. And I'm going to shade part of the neck under her chin, because her chin will cast a shadow. Let me go back in and redraw this little neck part here. I'm going to redraw this in just a little bit. Pencil is very, very forgiving. Now we're going to take our Q-tip. We're going to, using the same way, we're going to smear it just a little bit. Smear to make it a little better shading. Take this same thing right here and go up right where the hair meets the skin. Because remember, a couple of days ago, or when one of these heart hacks, I told you that wherever something meets, I think it was yesterday, meets or overlaps, there is always a shadow. So wherever the hair meets the head, there's always going to be a shadow, right? Always. Always, always, always. And you might want to even draw a little bit around the little ear right there. Okay? So now we're going to come back and right here on the lip, let's take care of the lip and the nose. Come from half, come about 3/4 of the way over and start drawing in some little curved lines, like you're drawing parentheses. You see that? And then we're going to come down and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to darken in the edge of the mouth just a little bit. Now we take our Q-tip. Oh, this is magic. And we're going to blend that just a little bit. Blend it. It gets a little lighter as we go up. Gets a little lighter. And this part, let's see this part. Blend this just a little bit, just a little bit. This part here is going to remain, you know, maybe this is, there we go. I'm going to erase this just a little and change the shape of her mouth just a little bit. There we go. Darken this in, and you're going to want to blend this into the cheek just a little. Now, with this lead that you already have, let's give her a little chin. You see there, we just gave her a really little bitty chin. We're going to go up here, adding nothing else to the nose, and we're going to shade in the nose right here, right? Now, this is the magic that is a blending stump. We are going to create all of this just with the pencil that's already on this Q-tip. Now watch me. We're going to color, nothing's on this. I'm just going to color this part up and down. Come through. Look what that's doing. That is creating a nose. It's called implied line. We're going to shade here, shade over here, sideways. Right? Do you see that? We've just given her a nose without drawing in a nose. What? It's the magic that is art. And it's so unbelievably easy. I'm showing you how easy it is. Look at that. Now you're going to shade over here just a little bit. And we're just pulling that graphite that's already on the Q-tip around. You don't want a whole lot of this. You just want, let's give her cheekbones a little bit. There we go. I hope you guys can see this on the camera. All right, there that is. Give her this little nose that's kind of got this little ball on it. Now this is whimsical, right? It's not supposed to be completely realistic. If you want to give her a little bit more nostril, then color that in right there. If you don't, then it's completely fine. You can just leave it. Right? Now, the only other thing that we have to do through this whole thing is, number one, if you want to give her hair a little bit of shading, you can. Don't draw in every little, don't draw in every little hair strand. And it's going to go the shape of however this is going to go, right? I'm just giving her 3 or 4. And then I might go through here and just give it some shading. Right, and if I was going to do something, if this was just my sketchbook, I'm not going to clean this up, I'm just going to leave it. However, if I wanted to do this for a painting or a drawing that I was going to sell, I would take a whole lot more time on it, right? The last thing that we're going to do is eyelashes. Now watch this, here's how this works. Eyelashes come right out from this eyelid, right? Now, the ones that are on this side go this way. The ones that are on this side go this way, and the ones in the middle go right straight up. Now, watch how this works. It goes 1, See, I'm doing this. I'm dragging and pulling up, dragging and pulling up. Okay, so we're gonna go, and again, since this is whimsical, it doesn't have to look completely normal. And we're getting to the middle. We're gonna go straight up, and now we're gonna start curving to the other side. You see how that works? Let's do it on the bottom. I'm gonna clean up her eyelid on the bottom. And these are not going to be as long. So I'm going to have these going off to my right. And they're going to go straight down. And then they're going to start curling off to the other side. You see that? So easy. So easy. This is not hard. Art is not hard. It's easy when somebody shows you how to do it the easy way. Let me clean this up just a little bit before I draw her little eyelashes. I love drawing these things. Ha! And there we go. What do you think? I don't know how long that's been, but we've gone through and we've drawn a whole girl. Now, let me... Oh! Okay. I'm putting it back on me. Hey. Okay, so we're finished. And I don't know how long that took, but I showed you how to draw a completely whimsical girl. Drop an emoji in the comments if this helped you at all. Drop a suggestion in the comments if you need any help at all. I want to prove to you and I want to show you so much that art is easy. Again, let me go back and show you the whimsical girl that we just drew. If you're just tuning in, I just took everybody through all of the steps to draw this girl. We just drew this girl together, and art is fun. Art is amazing. And this is Debbie Stroud. Have a great Friday. I love you, and I will talk to you tomorrow.